So in the T20 format, 147 is almost never really a defendable score as such. In that context, what did you make of India's overall batting performance?
Well, I think India kept losing wickets regularly. They didn't have any partnership worth the name. I think you must have partnerships. If you have a 60-80 partnership, then it propels your score to closer to 200. And when you're asking the opposition to chase at 9 or 10 runs per over with that kind of an asking rate, they are also under pressure. But because India were dismissed for under 150, the asking rate was below 7.5.
Right, Mr. Gavaskar, the common perception really is that the England ODI team is better than their Test team. Would you say that T20 team is better than their ODI team? Is this the format that the English perhaps are strongest in?
Yes, I think look at the way they performed in the ICC World 2020 last year. They reached the finals, almost won it, but for those last 4 deliveries, which went for 6-6-6 by Carlos Brathwaite. That was an extraordinary display. But otherwise, the England team had played outstanding cricket to reach the finals. So yes, I think the England T20 team is perhaps their best team in all formats of the game.
Right, a word, Mr. Gavaskar, on Eoin Morgan, the English skipper. He really is one of the better limited overs cricketers of this generation, isn't he? And yet you would say he's quite underrated.
Yes, I think that's what happens. Look, generally you'll find the players who are rated are those who play in the IPL. And so if they are good strikers of the ball, or they keep taking wickets, or they bowl well, they are the ones who generally get rated. Morgan hasn't had that many opportunities in the IPL, despite the fact that he's been signed up by different franchises. And I understand the franchise which had him has released him. I think there'll be many other franchises who will go for his services, because he is an impact player. He can change the game in a matter of overs, and he's got the ability to tailor his game according to the needs of the situation. So he started off, slowly today, because 2 wickets had fallen, both openers had fallen. So we had a situation where there were 2 new batsmen at the crease. So both Root and Morgan played themselves in, and afterwards opened their shoulders and took England home. So yes, I think Morgan is a very underrated player.
Right, from Morgan to Yuzvendra Chahal, sir, would you say that this 26-year-old still has a long way to go really in limited overs cricket?
I think he's learning. You can't expect a newcomer to bowl teams out straight away. But I think he was impressive. The way he came back despite being knocked about in the first couple of deliveries, how he came back and took those 2 wickets. He gave India a foot in the door with those 2 wickets. That India wasn't able to push that door wide open was because there was no support from the other end.
One final question, Mr. Gavaskar. What can India do differently in the second T20, you think?
I think they need to bat in partnership. They need to get partnerships going. I think that's the one way they'll get to a 180 plus score. If you get a 180 plus score, then you can clearly be in a position, much more stronger position than if you get under 150. And if they are chasing, clearly they'll know what they need to score at what rate they need to score. But they need to get a start, and they need to get a start with the bat and with the ball. With the ball also, early wickets will push England back.
Right, the series of course will be set up beautifully if India come back to win the second T20. Mr. Gavaskar, thank you so much, sir, for joining us.